Pistons Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. It's NBA. As we get set for the first game of the season between the Atlanta Hawks and the Detroit Pistons. Thanks for joining us today, along with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand. First game of the season, the fans are fired up, the players are excited. Still don't know who's going to be the top teams in the league, Jeff, but this is a special night.
Opening night is always a night where optimism reigns. You have players who are optimistic, coaches, management, and most importantly, the great fans are optimistic, and you want to try to capitalize on that euphoria.
Howard forcing against a smothering defense. Alrighty, here's a chance to see that one again. Jeff, Reggie Jackson got a big contract this offseason. This kid has some special nights. Can he be consistent?
Reggie Jackson got a big number, Mike, in his contract, and they're betting that he can produce at a consistent basis. Reggie Jackson hasn't started that many games. We don't know. It's a big bet, but Detroit thinks it's a wise bet as well.
Bang! Three-pointer.
Nice follow-through on that shot. Gets the three to drop.
Jackson bringing it up. Ref right on top of that. A reach-in called against Schroeder.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
To Drummond. Drummond fires away. Nice finish around the rim. All right, here's the replay.
That type of defense where you give an uncontested two-point jimmy up will lead you to defeat.
To Howard. Oh, he shoots it, converts on the inside.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
Sends it to the corner. Caldwell Pope from long distance in the corner. You know, last season, Jeff, when the Hawks were enjoying that 19-game winning streak, everybody called them the Spurs of the East. It's pretty appropriate when you look where Mike Budenholzer came from.
Yeah, Bud's a disciple of Greg Popovich, but I think when you label them something like that, you're taking away from what they accomplished. Atlanta set a standard of play last year that was as good as any team in the league with their habits and their effort on a nightly basis. I love what Mike Budenholzer has the Atlanta Hawks doing, and I'll tell you this, he couldn't have learned from any better coach than the great Greg Popovich.
Atlanta's leading Detroit by a score of 9-6. To Jackson. Drummond jumper. Can't get it to go. Schroeder moves into the front court. From three-point land, won't go from downtown.
Hey, that shot right there is exactly the type of shot you have to force if you're the defensive team trying to work your way back into the game.
His first field goal off the mark.
Defend, defend, defend. Never give in. Good contest, good closeout. This is the type of defense that they must play.
Nails the three.
Atlanta is having great success in this game for one simple reason: offensive awareness. These guys are showing some great chemistry.
Gets to the rim. It's good. A two-pointer. And Reggie Jackson with 6 points here in the first. And looks like we've got a 20-second timeout. All right, what kind of strategy might be at play here?
When you're using your 20-second timeout, it can be done for different reasons. Here, I think what they're using it for is a quick play to break this run and try to get a well-executed hoop coming out of the timeout.
You know, Jeff Howard, another one of those players,
right out of high school into still so young. He's still in his prime. The numbers he's put up are just phenomenal.
Oh, Hall of Fame worthy numbers. And Mike, let's not forget, when he came out in the draft, there was real debate. Who's better, Dwight Howard or Emeka Okafor? And give Orlando credit, they made the right pick.
One of the teams really interested to see how they fare this year is the Atlanta Hawks, Jeff. This is an intriguing team.
I think what Coach Mike Budenholzer did with his team last year and having them play beautiful offensive basketball like the San Antonio Spurs, which he was a longtime assistant for, showed the promise of this team and this organization.
Millsap unable to flip it in.
The NBA game is a long game. You may be down now, but if you string together 3 or 4 good possessions at both ends of the floor, you can be right back in it.
The assist from number 1, Reggie Jackson.
Heinrich against Jackson. Howard gets it off. That's a two-pointer. Shot no good.
That's not part of his game.
Johnson for 2. Gets that one to drop.
2 points. The assist from number 1, Reggie.
2-second difference between the shot and game clock. To Cephalosha. Pass into the post. Howard against Drummond. Oh, quick move. Puts it down. What a play. And here's the replay with another look at that spectacular dunk. What a crowd pleaser. Jackson hits the 3. A huge shot from downtown. To Cephalosha. Cephalosha from downtown. And there's the buzzer. First quarter comes to an end. Atlanta's down by 1. We'll be right back with more basketball here on ESPN after this short break. Second quarter set.